Okay, here we go.
Should be worth holding on to.
That away, huh? Interesting.
Nice.
Guess we're going up on this. Right? Guess it's this way. So that somewhere around here is a bet. Oh! Let's give it a shot. Literally. Bang. Rotate. Whoa! Okay, that's new. Also bust dice out the way. Don't trust this area. Interesting. See, I need to keep going upward. Or not. What's this? Ah. Perhaps if I hit that. Nope. That didn't help it. Is there anything else around here that could? Well, that isn't helpful. How about this?
Frag out!
Doesn't look it. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Does nothing. Now I'm almost out of stuff. How in the hell? That's not doing it. Oh, wait. There we go. Of course, now I'm gonna freeze my ass to death. Up we go. I would have been so put off if that had went down. Shit.
Should be worth holding on to.
I figured that too. Let me chest something. That's what I figured. Push! I know the treasure chest is there. You didn't have to show it to me.
Should be worth holding on to.
Paimon, well, it's going quick on its own again. Whoa! It's Ver.
time! Frag out!
Oh, you rat bastard.
Try this! Try this! Nice. Time to catch my breath.
Thanks. Couldn't have done it without you.
Fall back! Back in business. Try this!
You miserable cur. I know you're in there. I know you're hiding inside that tiny little mechanism, like the coward you are. I thought you were long dead. Come out then. Come out and show yourself. It seems we were both mistaken then. Is that what you've turned into? Is that what you've turned into? How pathetic. A pity I won't get to see that face of yours again. It's worth far more to me than the rest of your existence. Is this the new master you have chosen? Or is he simply just another meticulously chosen sacrifice of yours? Oh, blonde-haired human. Do you really know what you're doing? Just helping somebody find something they've lost. That's all. Hard to believe that a person as powerful and yet pure of heart as you actually exists in this world. But I must warn you, that companion of yours inside the mechanism, they might not be as trustworthy as you think. You can take your nonsense and shove it, you two-headed freak. We're traveling with Goggles here, and we've already become friends. Don't you dare speak ill of him. Goggles. Fine then. Goggles. Would you like to tell your new friends over here about your friends from before? I don't know. You really not know? So you really have no inkling. Ah, that woman was pushed into the shadow realm, while your body was split into three. That is why you don't have all your powers now. You don't remember a thing because you don't have all your powers. I cannot believe this. Beyond absurd. A grand power of fate, like a spinning thread. It allows no escape. You may have lost all your memory, and yet you have returned and now stand here.
Before that wretched and broken body of yours, Zver, all I want to retrieve, what is mine.
What are you talking about? Nothing you held was ever truly yours. Everything you ever had came from His Majesty. Our flesh, our blood, the very seed of consciousness that was rooted into the core of our being. They were all given by Him.
I see. So I am a prototype, just like you.
Except that I was the failed specimen, and you eventually became the vessel for the key. But you should have never remained in existence. Your consciousness should have been erased long ago.
A key?
His body, that is. The only things in existence that are meaningful are his body, his flesh and blood. Because he was the perfect creation grown in His Majesty's likeness. The only other thing worth anything at all would be his face. It looked exactly like the Tsar in the painting of him as a child. But if I were to see that face again, I would tear it with my teeth and swallow it whole.
Why would you do that? You and I, we are clearly the same.
Bah! You and I, not the same. I am beast in service of the Baal Tsar. Tsar is the name His Majesty bestowed me. I was the one who received the acknowledgement and praise. I was the one to whom He promised glory everlasting. Though I had a useless, hopelessly ill-shapen form, He ensured that my existence did not go to waste. I was the one who followed His Majesty to every battlefield. The one who resisted the dark tide of the abyss alongside the monsters and fae. And I was the one who brought his lifeless body back from that pitch-black ruin. Maybe I should have right there and then. Oh, Your Majesty, I have watched over your long sleeping body for 5 centuries now. I believe it is finally time. Finally time for me to follow in your footsteps. I have right up to the very end fulfilled my vow. Even the very final moment of my life is for your sake. And you, pitiful fool, you have become the most pathetic of us all. We may share the same flesh and blood, but we are not brothers. You, Proto-Man, don't even have a name to call your own.
here comes that feeling again. Is this another memory from the past? Yeah, I'm seeing Zver from the past now.
Your Majesty, you wish to see me? How may I serve you? Or is this regarding that incident involving the human noble the other day? The one where I executed without authorization. I beg you to.
Dispense with the terror. I have no intention to strike you down. The details of the matter are already known to me. Oxenia and Koshé have given their report. The eldest son of the house Solovyov chanced upon something he shouldn't have, and the fault clearly lies with the two of them. Your actions have spared Koshé and the others a rather significant headache.
Me? But helping him was the furthest thing from my mind. I only acted to ensure that your Majesty's private affairs remained entirely inviolable.
And yet, you owe your very existence to him, sir. Perhaps he alone deserved the title of your father.
That is indeed true, your Majesty. It was he who created me, gave me this deficient mind and a tongue with which to speak. Yet that has not stopped him from looking upon me as a flawed creation that should have been destroyed from the beginning. Your Majesty, must a creation forever bend the knee to its creator? Surely even an imperfect being like myself cannot be expected to endure the neglect, the contempt, and unending wrath of one who fashioned me. Must the thing created always walk the path its maker has laid out, and bow to his every caprice? Uh, I wasn't speaking of you.
None of that bears weight here, sir. None of it. There are times when the sole matter of consequence is the path one resolves to take. And once that path is taken, one never looks back. For that alone is the matter of consequence.
Your Majesty, I fear I have misspoken, and for that I extend my deepest apologies.
Think no more of it. I too have now bound myself to a chosen path, and shall know the touch of doubt no longer. Those were my forgiveness is yours, though you may hold no need for such grace to begin with. I forgive you for not following the orders of your Creator.
Your Majesty, I accept your forgiveness, but solely for the sake of the one who offers it. I accept your forgiveness solely because I have chosen to shoulder the burden of your expectations, and because I am fully aware that my life belongs to you, and that I shall one day surrender it to you. Though no one exacted this deed from me, I hope when the moment comes, you will remember that this choice too was entirely my own.
Indeed, sir, my adorable friend, I shall never forget what you have told me this day. Emotional fluctuation detected. It is the same kind as before. Ah, seeing stain stains again? The closer we get to the upper levels of the Pale Crown Palace, the greater the effect this places on the traveler. And the traveler's perceptions capabilities are clearly keener than most. But thankfully, it does not look like this will have any ill effects on him. Oh, yeah? Traveler, did you see? Somebody's talking to Zer? What is it, Goggles? Did you remember something? I suspect that that was the Bailey Tsar that was speaking to Zver. Although it's been 500 years, he might have left something behind here. However, his motives in doing so remain entirely unclear to me. I fear the only way I can remember is to recover all the power. Uh-huh. So, Goggles, Eye of Gray isn't your name then? Perhaps. Perhaps it's just the name of this device. And I simply assumed. I. Never mind about that. That Zver freak was probably just spouting total nonsense anyway. Maybe you'll actually know your real name once we get all your powers back. May that be the case. But what should we call you in the meantime? Since my consciousness is now housed inside this mechanism, either Eye of Gray or Goggles would do fine. All right then, Goggles. Let's start looking for your missing parts right now. They must be somewhere around here, right?
Now these will come in handy.
All right. Virgilmere, huh? This is that egg or pearl or whatever they called it. Oh, look. This is a piece of Goggles, and somebody's left a note next to it. Alvis has paid the price for his crime of defiling the sacred form and the flesh and blood taken by the covetous Domovoy have been recovered from Novosibirsk. Hold on, hold on. So does that mean that this piece of Goggles' body wasn't here all this time? Analysis of the handwriting indicates that the author is Xenia. It's rather a long way away from here. That might explain why I have never been able to sense or detect this piece of my body. Huh? So she was the one that brought this piece back from Novetsograd? That's a city southwest of Snezograd. Paimon thinks. Oh, that's right. Didn't Natocha say that she used to live there? Paimon wonders who this Alvis is. I've definitely heard that name somewhere before. In the past.
Oh, so you mean Vergelmir you saw before entering the Pale Crown Palace, the one in the past. Was Alvis one of those people you saw there? Hey, how's it going? No, I don't think I actually saw him. Alvis was the Grand Duke's. Not too bad. Just think I'm in the last leg of this part of it. Though he was indeed a member of Vergelmir, there is not much more I can recall at the moment, unfortunately. The thing that keeps stumbling me up is all the little Russian words and stuff that jumps up out of nowhere. Well, no matter who he was, judging from that note, things probably didn't end well for him. Oh, look! There's another line written here on the back. It says, "The final mission is thus: return the flesh and blood to the king and begin a new era with the key." What's that even mean? Given that my body is already shattered, it would not be able to reconstruct it. Even if I have all my powers back, I'll have to place it somewhere. Oh, so you mean collecting the pieces and putting them in the same room alone won't do it? We have to bring them someplace, huh? Ah, Klee. Which is weird because I really hate fireworks because as a as a kid I got blew up by fireworks. So I don't really have good feelings about that, but I like Klee. Followed closely by Zhongli. And you know what? Columbina's a nice little third there now. I like the way she screws with people. Reminds me of my grandmother. Oh, come now. How are we supposed to put these round things together? Wait, let's rewind a sec. So, if we want to fix goggles, where are we even supposed to take these pieces to? Shattered the flesh and bone are, rebuild the sacred form, reforge the key, and knock on the door on the other side. Return. Return the flesh and blood of the king. Return it. Return them to the Court of Bliss. The Court of Bliss? Where's that supposed to be? It is right there. Okay, well, uh, I have been for a little while, but I don't all the time. My schedule doesn't permit me to stream too long right now because I work at, I do maintenance at an amusement park and kind of keeps me going. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, there's a treasure chest up there. Now, unfortunately, you can't climb in this condition, which, okay, I get it. I think I can go up this. There we go. I swear, with the rifle and everything, it feels like you're relearning how to play the game completely. Let's see, Okay, well, here's this.
Should be worth holding on to.
If I can enable. Enable what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, well, that's convenient. My setup is really, really tame and minuscule compared to some people's. Like at some point, I want to get me a nice little VTuber model sitting there in the corner where I've got the Zaritza on my frame right now. But who knows? I don't do a lot of competitive games. I kind of got really washed out on fighting games over the years and or other things like that. They or I do this and or I pretty much do this right now. I play NTE on the side, but or I'm actually working on a game, but or unfortunately, it's the kind of game I can't show on a place where under 18 people travel. So like or I run panels at anime conventions and things of that nature. And I don't know. I fell in with Genshin Impact, and I ain't looked back. I get a lot more out of this game than I get out of most other games. So yeah, let's hit it in there. We need to reconstruct Goggles' body. Wait a minute, where's Goggles? Oh, Eye of Gray. Whoa. Yeah, the little monocle's gone. There's no cause for concern. The once fragmented body, along with the consciousness bound into the inanimate matter, have all returned to where they rightfully belong. Thank you, and good luck to your future streaming as well. You may leave the Eye of Gray in my keeping for a time. In my estimation, it is a form of homecoming for it anyhow. Oxenia, it's you! Yes, I'm glad to see that you remember my name, Paimon. Goggles? Don't worry. He will come too. Just maybe not so soon, that's all. Oh, so he's getting his body back, right? Good as new? He'll be back to his original human form? No, he will not. He will inhabit another's form and metamorphose into the true proto-man. I suppose this might be slightly different from what you imagined. Hold on. This is a little confusing for Paimon. Didn't he want his old body back? Not really. He knows nothing because he has completely forgotten the past. To think that reclaiming his old body is the only thought driving him, perhaps that in itself is a cruelty. But reclaiming his old body was never his true purpose from the beginning. That was all merely preparation for assimilating into and reforging a form of even higher order. Of course. This is something you should come to comprehend once his memories are back. Assimilating and being changed into a form of even higher order. Eh? Are you saying that his old body and powers will go into someone else's body? Yes, that would be right. But how's that going to happen when his body's already gone? Are you thinking of using Paimon's body? What? No way! But if it's for goggles, Paimon supposed she could make a little room for him. I fear assimilating him into Paimon's body will only bring about other complications. It isn't hard to piece together, traveler. There is indeed a vessel left here in the Pale Crown Palace where the old king of the Northern Realm has been interred. Let me see. Give me a sec and I'll see. Get that up. I need to get my. Oh. There. There's that. No, Discord, I do not want to take a survey. Let's see. Okay, that. There you go. Discord deal sent. I don't really stay active on Discord too much, but that's on there now. I'll take a look at it when I got a chance. You just saw a DM me on there or whatever. Are you talking about the Bailey Czar's body? Huh? The Bailey Czar? But he's been dead for so many years. He can't be anything more than a pile of bones by now. His Majesty is different. His body has remained alive even after the passing of his consciousness. Think of him as the Tsar's white birch. In truth, we're speaking of the ever-growing nerves of his husk, a shell that never truly perished, forever extending outward in longing. The white birch, it scarcely resembles a tree, does it? And 5 centuries on, His Majesty's body has yet to cease its longing.
What? So the Bailey Czar's body's still alive after all this time? How can that be?
You must admit his existence is truly unique. Although he was not a descender, he was of noble birth nevertheless. He was the culmination of Hyperborea's most advanced technologies, a being with a soul bestowed through nothing less than light itself. The Hyperboreans even attempted to forge his body from the flesh and blood of the primordial cryo dragon, just to give him authority equal to the One. Oh, neat. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Well, let me get back to this because I don't have a whole lot of time because I get up way early in the morning. Okay. The One? Who? A will born alongside Tevat, the master of the Light Realm's power at the very beginning, and the king of all dragon lords. Nibelung. Ever since his discretion, the palace of primordial human, or Narayana, has sat vacant. But in the heavens above, the cloud, the cold blades of the ruler who must not be named, ha, or should I say the long nails of theirs, continued to hang high and pitiless over the world, and so they sought to create their own gods. So that's why they created the Bailey Czar. But they couldn't possibly have called him that at the time. Did they call him the primordial human or something then? Though they attempted to create a primordial human, the experiment went out of control. Otherwise, the Golden City would still be standing tall upon this land today, and we would not be standing atop this frozen expanse instead. According to the record fragments we found inside the Shadow Realm, the corpse of the Cryo Dragon Sovereign and their unchecked authority turned the whole of Snezhnaya into the holy soil of primordial ice. Even the ley lines in the area were affected, to the point that they became veins of pure crystal. That is, until that being witnessed this and sent their heavenly nail crashing down. Ow! But since the experiment was a failure, how did the Bailey Czar come about? It spun out of control, but it was not a failure. 1,000 years after that experiment and its cataclysmic impact finally cleared, His Majesty awoke from the remains of the cryo dragon. However, his power was not fully complete, as the experiment was never brought to its conclusion, and by that time Hyperborea had already sunk into the Shadow Realm, and the only ones seen in the land of ice and snow were the Fae. While most people believe the Bailey-Zar to be some kind of extraordinary powerful Fae, his true identity is far more noble. Hyperborea, which had created him, had already perished. He could have left it behind with ease, but he chose to accept it. He accepted that he was the failed product of the primordial human project. And that included accepting all the responsibilities and consequences that came with it. He was even willing to embrace humankind in this frozen land that swarmed with monsters, and he remained willing to become the true primordial human. This was a love, a grand and all-encompassing benevolence that we must never betray. And Goggles was the proto-man that was created after countless experiments and the key that would allow His Majesty to become the primordial human. This is something that should have been started a long time ago, and now it has become His Majesty's final wish. But thanks to the two of you, Traveler and Paimon, we can now complete this grand design. Make no mistake, this is no light undertaking. It is an endeavor I had originally planned to spend 20 years completing. Paimon doesn't really get what you're talking about, but Paimon will happily accept your thanks anyway. So what happens after? I mean, once that primordial human is complete. Oh, that's right. You keep talking about this court of bliss. What even is this place supposed to be? Thus is the world of tomorrow, a realm that had cast aside envy, hatred, and selfish desire. All shall be able to love one another, as in the very beginning, and this love shall be in nature everlasting. Thus shall a radiant world descend, where there will be no distinction between human and human, nor between human and God. At least that was the vision he described to us. But I understand it differently. The love he spoke of was simply a kind of spiritual overflow. It's just that this overflow runs dry beneath the weight of the countless sorrows. And so those who once poured love to begin with, to drain it from others, the selfish, the selfless, turn into hoarders, and trust is supplanted by fear and suspicion. Paimon doesn't get what you're saying at all. Huh, you're quite fond of eating, are you not, Paimon? Take the sweet madam, for instance. You must have found it utterly delicious the first time you tasted it. That's right. Paimon even had 2 whole birds in one go. Yes, but it did not taste quite as delicious the second time, did it? And by the third, the pleasure had faded even further. Eventually, a day will come when you find yourself completely sick of it altogether. No way. Paimon never gets sick of eating sweet madam. Paimon knows for a fact that. But wait, you're actually right though. It really was the most delicious the first time Paimon had it. Then you will find yourself craving something even more delicious. This cycle will repeat itself time and time again, simply because you seek to fill that void left by the memory of that first bite. And the void is precisely where countless desires and wicked deeds are born. But what if? What if it worked the other way around? What if you could get that exact same feeling out of every bite? Everything you eat. Whenever you eat it, no matter how many times. Well, that sounds like some kind of dream world. This is the world of tomorrow. In this world, no matter what you do, your heart shall always brim with that feeling, the sense of being touched at your very core. And of those feelings, love would be the most apparent of all. It is a kind of love that can never be extinguished, a love that is unchanging and everlasting. And such a world brimming with such eternal love will become a realm free from worry and pain thereafter. But it would be a world where nothing ever changes. Yes, that is because time and change are what ravage all things. Every second that passes is a second that erodes the everlastingness of love. Wait, what do you mean by change is no more? It means whatever you eat, they will all end up tasting the same, Paimon. Hold on. How does that make any sense? So it's like because everything you eat will make you feel super, super happy, it doesn't matter what you eat anymore? That is right. You really are quite clever, Paimon. The first step in shaping this world is to use the Shadow Realm. Light may soon cast its gaze toward the shadow, but that would still take some time. We shall blanket the world of the whole of Snezhnaya in the Shadow Realm, and then the entire world, so that all love may stand unchanging in a space with no beginning and no end. Thus shall we bring forth the court of bliss. Choice would lose meaning, while the difference between the chosen and unchosen will dissipate. In a world like this, I reckon even the abyss would become lovable. No way! Ugh! Goggles said he wanted to get his body back and go on all sorts of adventures with us. Goggles would never ever want a world like that. No matter. There shall be a place for all of you in this carefree world. For the traveler, for Paimon, and even for the proto-man. Whether you are willing or not. That's not a world I'm interested in either way. A true pity. I thought this was something upon which we shared a common understanding. But that matters not, for the final understanding shall eventually come. I assume this means you will now try to stop me. But I have no desire to raise my hand against the never. Crap! We gotta go. We gotta stop that witch.
Gotta recharge!
Holy crap! Oh no. Looks like we're going to the Shadow Realm. Here we go, Paimon. There's the witch. Damn it. Oh no, I've got no ammo. There she is. I keep aiming at her and I keep forgetting I don't have any ammo. Get back here, witch. Crap. There. Where is she? There she is. Creepy witch. Didn't like hearing that. But at least I got my ammo back. Unfortunately, I still can't use those because I don't have the eye.
Pretty good haul.
Oh man, no extra grenades. Boo. Let's save that stamina, traveler. I think we're in for a fight. Holy crap. Damn it. It's done. Now, all we have to do is wait a little longer.
What? What is that? It's huge and kind of weird too. Wait, no, that's not the point. You're being so horrible, Xenia. Just give us back goggles.
Looks like the two of you really are fond of the Eye of Grey. If only my former colleague was able to see the value of this creation as well. Although the physical body has begun to transform, the consciousness has yet to take root. His Majesty.
This is.
This is the original body of the Tsar. But it would change into a form of a Fae whenever speaking with us or traveling alongside other Fae. Unable to maintain his avatar after death, he reverted to his original state, a magnificent, almost transcendental form. Have I ever told you this before? The faces of the proto-man were actually modeled after the visage of His Majesty, the Bailey Czar's human manifestation. Just give us back goggles.
Mm-hmm. Paimon has zero interest in whatever you were babbling on about just now.
Very well. Here. The Eye of Grey was always built to host the proto-man's consciousness, such that he would not disappear after offering his flesh and blood to His Majesty. It was originally meant to preserve him. Now, since it is no longer useful to me, I shall therefore make a gift of it to you. I trust that you will find a good use for it. I hereby transfer its ownership to the Traveler.
Goggles?
Restored to original state, the Eye of Grey is now at your service. Hey, this isn't him.
This isn't goggles, it's just a tool. It's nothing more than an empty shell now.
I'm sorry, its consciousness should already be part of the primordial human by now, to serve as the core of the Velicon of Light. This is something I am unable to return to you, but do not worry, you will no longer grieve this soon, since... because the primordial human has awoken. Traveler Paimon and Xenia too.
Goggles?
Yes, it is I. I now remember everything. Much time has passed, both for you, Xenia, and for me. Fate truly is absurd. This is exactly the scenario I strove to avoid when I was still in my prototypical form. That's just how fate is. It pushes you to the cliff's edge, like the worst of nemesis.
A situation you had to avoid.
Yes, and that is why I tried to persuade Koschei, Pavlina, and Alvis to stop her before she decided to begin the final experiment. After all, the authority that the primordial human wields may as well be a deadly venom to humans and Fae, who carry mixed desires within them.
Wait. So that blue algae thing that the Snegroka and Domovoy Grand Duke from Novosgrad, they betrayed Xenia because of you? Aw.
I promised them they could both stop Xenia in and gain what they wanted this way. Each of them was driven in their own way by their ideals and perhaps ambitions that would see them transcend all life. That proved simple to use. By contrast, our dear Xenia, our lovely Xenia, the resolve she possessed seemed all the more unusual, did it not? And so I incited them to divide me up, to split me into pieces, and to betray Xenia. For if I were to become the primordial human, become the transcendent one, just as I am now, that would mean that the world was about to undergo an inexorable revolution. The beast mocked me for, for it believed its mission fulfilled, and I, despite fleeing my duties with all my mind, wound up here all the same. You didn't want to become the primordial human. You don't wish to create a new world, do you? That's true. Because, Oxinia, you left no place for yourself in the world that would be born from the flesh, from these fresh schematics, did you? Huh? Yes, I am willing to believe in a nation of love everlasting. I believed in His Majesty the Tsar and in his wish. But, hey, what's going on? But those who have lost faith in love and must be banished from the new world, the realm of eternal love. I did not have the right to enter that world. Nah, I'm good, man. But thank you for your interest. I'm an artist myself, so banishment. It is more akin to being slain, I rate. Eternal love, eternal overflow, eternal joy. Those who trust not to love and joy cannot enter this realm. But it is precisely one who does not trust either. Who could fashion such a cruel plan? This the loving Bailey Czar had long realized. And that is why he is great. He chose me. This is my duty, my sole purpose for living, even if I cannot step into the new world. I wish to see its descent with my own eyes, to see it rise from a cornerstone forged from my corpse. And as for you, do you still believe that my eternity of love can be attained without His Majesty's plan? Alvis, Koshé, and Pavlina, their pursuits have melted away like snow. None can resist the erosion of time, the withering of the spirit, the shriveling of my dreams. So many have given up so much in the fight against the joyous spirit, but none have succeeded. What choice can you make at this point? None. I know this as well, Oxinia, that I cannot refuse you. Once I had recalled all, what more now that I have become the primordial human? Wait, Goggles, are you really going to open the gate of the Court of Bliss? Might there be another choice? You have my utmost thanks, you two, for giving me the chance to give up even at this stage. But alas, I cannot let her plans come to naught. So if you wish not to see this come to pass, please stop both of us. But before that, traveler, I would like to show Xenia something. I'd like to show you. I'd like you to answer a question of mine. You seek your sibling, and you have traveled the world to understand her, to seek the things that you missed out of experiencing alongside her, to stand before her. But if the gap between you is too great, and you, in the end, find that she is not what you imagined, that your once beloved kin is kin no longer, that she has changed and become another person, someone you never imagined she might.
What? Why would that ever happen? The traveler's sister wouldn't change.
This is but a hypothetical scenario. Do not be alarmed, Paimon. What would you do, traveler? I'd like to know your answer. If she changes, then I will learn to love her once again. No matter how many times I have to do it. Thank you, traveler. That was wonderful. Better by far than any answer I could have ever imagined I would get. The time has come, and the courtyard shall soon activate. It is a shame. But what's to be done? Whomever loves should share the burden of destiny with the one he loves.
Well, here we go.
Mind the rhythm.
Now!
Try
Get a
this.
little hot in here, baby. Heat! You missed. But I didn't. Crap.
Gotta recharge.
Crap. Shadow Realm. Whoa!
I'm in over my head.
And then some. I'm about to die.
Need a refill.
Crap! Are you... Are you shitting me?
Pretty good haul.
Well, crap. I was hoping I could bust this out. Give it one more go. If I can't get it, I'm gonna have to deal with it for the night.
Time to catch my breath.
Don't have any grenades now. This sucks. Please don't tell me I gotta go through the friggin' cutscene again. Crap. Wait a minute. Can I go inside? No, I can't. Suck. Down. How the hell am I supposed to do this? Oh. Just found it.
Back in business. Need a refill. Time to catch my breath.
That doesn't work very well.
Time to catch my breath. Charge!
Holy crap, did I kill them? I killed the move! I killed the move! I don't think I killed that one, though.
Back in business. State number 2. Mind the rhythm.
There!
Gotta recharge. Reload. Back in business.
Aw, shit. Birch.
Reload.
Whoa, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is a trip. Okay, there.
Reload! Light him up!
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Light him up!
What am I shooting at? Nothing's taking damage. Do I just jump into it? Let's try.
It can't end here.
I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do.
Pretty good haul.
Magnificent. This sucks, man. This really sucks. Man, I don't have enough subscribers to get monetized, but everybody wants to come in and do this, but I can't even figure out the damn how to finish off this stage. But at least I get this stuff back. Wonderful. I've got to look this up. I'm looking this up.
Gotta recharge! Need a refill! Back in business. Need a refill! Gotta recharge! Time to catch my breath. Nice. 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 Reload! Nice. Back in business.
All right, come on. I had my feel muted. That sucks. All right, here we go. All right, there's another one. Thanks for the guiding light.
Charge!
I don't think that's it. Paimon. Let's hit it. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. He's trying to bring us down with him.
Reload!
How's this? Oh, there's more of them. Crap.
Need a refill.
All right. At the end of the day, I haven't been able to do anything in time. What a shame. This was the sole great endeavor I was meant to undertake. As I see you, as I see it, you have done enough. You endured the passage of time for so long, even in such a place. Your ambition burned so strongly that even the branches of fate had to bend low for you, to the point where you could escape from this place. In truth, my escape from the Shadow Realm was largely thanks to Ismailov's aid. He said it was the last thing he could do for me, and yet I still failed and lost everything. And where are we falling to now? Perhaps we shall fall into the endless depths of the Shadow Realm, tumbling for 500 years and another 5 thereafter. But this is already the best possible ending I could face. Is that so? Yes, Axinia. Here there is no His Majesty the Bailey Czar, no primordial human. Here there is no court jester of Snezhnaya, no Snegaracha, no other Fae. Here there is only you and me. Here we do not even need names. Is that what you wanted? Yes, it is indeed. This is good. To be within this shadowy realm, a world as small as a walnut shell, just the two of us at the very end. I once thought that I could never be worthy of setting foot in a world like this. You know, the traveler is right. Why should we fear love's fading? That we should insist that it stand eternally. One who dares to believe in love will not be obsessed with the disappearance. And if I believe in it, so what if I should lose it? I'd climb back up, shake the dust and dirt free, head off in pursuit once more, to take hold, to go forth, to love again. Why did I why did I want to? Oxenia, I once hated this world, imprisoned as it was within an eggshell. Yet in the end, all I did was build another shell. Perhaps that is just how fate has been from the start, pushing you to the cliff's edge like the worst of nemesis. Huh, never thought you'd be the one to say that to me. I was once driven to such fury when I learned the truth of the world, and bearing that indignation, I asked the Tsar, what is the point of an egg that does not allow the life within it to emerge from the shell? Why does it exist in the universe at all? But I never received an answer I wished to have from him. So that was a thought I once had, I see. What about now, Xenia? Do you still think this way? You've done so much. Did you ever find an answer to that question? More or less, I suppose. The answer is you already know the answer, don't you? You once considered me far too selfish. But no matter what form love takes, whether it gives or takes possession, outward expressions of love always reflect what lies within in some way. To love the world is to love yourself. But this is also a great thing, because this is how the world is, and one's desire to be saved must be strong enough to save the world entire. I'd always believed that I should love myself first, and then the world, or I would fall into error, just as I have today. But you are truly magnificent, Oxenia. Ha, a cheap compliment. I am hurt. That came from the bottom of my heart. Huh. Yes, everything. Pavlina, Koshchei, Alvis, you, and His Majesty the Tsar. All the things you wanted. Why am I only now realizing? Well, that went by in a flash, didn't it? Oof! We finally made it out of that shadow realm. Hang on, Paimon doesn't see Goggles or Xenia. And the Bailey Czar's body's missing. Where have they gone to? I don't think we'll ever see them again, Paimon. Huh? Do you think it's possible Goggles might have actually been hiding in a mechanism Xenia gave you? You know how it's like in those shows? They make you think somebody's vanished forever and then poof, they pop up right in front of you again? How about you let Paimon take a look? He's really fallen into that deep, deep hole?
Neat. I like the little businessman fox. That's pretty neat. Right. But that's his own fault for choosing to open the door to that court of bliss or whatever. But Paimon thinks he was pretty cool when he chose to help Xenia. Even if one day the whole world would return against you, Paimon would still stand by you, no matter what. And I'll do the same for you, Paimon. Yeah. You know, now that Bailey-Zar's body's gone missing, we're gonna be in big trouble if someone sees us now. We gotta get out of here fast.
What the hell is this?
Try using the snowball launcher. You could have left the snowball launcher here, right? Just saying. I just realized my other gun's gone. What the hell? What's this? Oh! I get to leave one for a future traveler. That's cool. That was definitely cool. All right. Well, we've gotten to the end of that. So let's get back to the train. And I've been fighting a sneeze for the longest time. So I'll go tend to that, and there'll be let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones we can go to. We'll be tending to some of these other world quests. We'll do one tomorrow. I won't have as strict a time restraint tomorrow, so that's nice.
So we'll probably do this one right here. Until then, folks, I will catch you on the flip flop. Y'all take care of yourselves, and